Hello friends and welcome back as I continue clearing this area. I feel like I've said this like 4 or 5 times. Anyway, as you can see, I have most of it done. Actually, I have everything done. I'm just going to till this area and that will complete my portion, at least up on the hill. I have a lot more work to do down at the bottom of the hill and actually constructing the garden. But I wanted to go ahead after I had mowed this area and the rest of the yard. I wanted to go ahead and till this area to kind of just mix everything in and kind of level it out somewhat. I really can't because we are on a hill of some sort, so I'm not going to be able to get it completely flattened, but it will be somewhat so. Yeah, I wanted to get this done and over with because I needed to return this tiller and I wanted to make sure that I was able to finish everything. So if you've never tilled, it's actually very fun. Again, you're going to get a good amount of cardio and some resistance, but let me tell you, it's fun. I do understand why, people like using farming equipment and such because it really is pretty fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun at the same time. And all I'm going to do is just kind of go back and forth over this area. I'm going in kind of deep, like if that makes any sense, or kind of back over some of the spots that I went over because there was a little bit of an incline. I was just trying to smooth it out a little bit. And you may be wondering, why am I wearing this outfit? Let me tell you something about me. I more than likely will put something back on that I had the previous day because it is now considered dirty. And if I'm going to be doing dirty work, I'd rather use dirty clothes than to put fresh, clean, quote unquote, work clothes on just to get it dirty. So that's twice the laundry, and I already have too many things to do. So that's why I'm wearing that. I did not purposefully put that on for this video or to till, but rather I had this on yesterday, so it's dirty, so it's okay. It'll get washed soon. So yeah, my tiller conked out, so I had to refill her with gas so we can keep on going. To be honest, I don't know the little things I have to flick back and forth what they even do, but it makes it work, so hey. See here, I couldn't get it started. I forgot I had to flip this little thing to make it work. I can't tell you why or how, but I know it works. I'm hoping that you cannot hear my male cat in the background as I'm doing this voiceover. He's missing my female cat. She has ran off. She's in heat, so if you understand what that's about. So she just ran off and I couldn't find her. She just left. That was hours ago. So hopefully you can't hear my male cat. He misses her. He has been snipped, so he's not missing her for that purpose, but he either wants me or her. He does not like being alone. He's not used to being alone anymore, so he always has a buddy, but now she has gone. For now. Hopefully. Oh God, that silly female cat of mine, she just loves to be outside, which I understand. But when she's in heat, there's nothing stopping her. She is determined. So hopefully we won't have a pregnant cat in a couple of months. Oh my. I try to keep her inside as much as possible until I could pay to get her snipped, but that didn't quite work out. But if we had just held on just a little while longer. But oh well. If it happens, it happens. We'll just have more kittens to give away. So I'm about done. Just about half of this area. In my mind, I was trying to encourage myself because I was like, well, maybe I can just do half of it. And I really didn't want to do the whole thing. So I was really pushing myself to finish because I wanted to be finished. So I didn't have to think about this. And then I can just move on to other stuff. So, but thankfully, I was able to push past myself. See? So now I just have this last half to do. I will admit, when I was cutting the grass in the previous video, I did have to fight off some yellow jackets, bumblebees, and wasps. They are pretty aggressive this time of the year. I did not realize how aggressive they were, especially because our grass had gotten so high, and all those little purple flowers you've seen, I believe they're called dead nettle or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Somebody can tell me. But anyway, they're up every spring in Maryland, and they're really pretty, but they are kind of a weed. But anyway, so all the bees, all the bees were in those, so I was having to fight them off, and I ended up using an essential oil spray blend to kind of keep them away. Not used to kill them, but more so to repel them. And I remember that rosemary was in there, and they don't like that smell. So it did help. So I was thankful because I needed to finish, and I was determined to finish. And I wasn't going to let some bee keep me from doing what I need to do. Right? Of course, right. Now at the edge of this hill, by the time I get to the edge, you'll see that there's a tree actually growing there. I'm going to have my husband move that later because it's in there pretty good. Now that I have finished tilling, I'm now going back over the garden and just kind of smoothing things out just a little bit. And definitely trying to bring some of the soil and grass to the pathway that I had created previously so that I can fill that in. This was a very tedious job. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but I don't mind that I did it. It's just another opportunity to get more exercise, but it was needed though. Because with the till, as you can see, there's like these little hills, patterns back and forth with these little hills. So they have to be smoothed out. But it's not very easy walking on this right now. And right where I'm raking, it's very rich. There's a lot of the wood chips from 2 years ago here, and you can see the earth is very dark and rich where it continues to break down. I'm hoping that the whole area becomes like that way. So just over time it will. I think it will. See, the thing with this soil is it's clay based, so it can be a bit dense and dry in some areas. So I'm hoping that since I have my garden at the bottom of the hill, that I will see a difference. See, I'm just taking the clumps of grass and any clumps of soil and filling in the pathway that I previously created. Now, digging that pathway was a lot of work, trust me. Oh, it was a lot of work. Oh man. So what I'm doing is a lot easier, so trust me, I'm okay with that. Now my plan for the new garden is to not have a pathway. I'm gonna just put the fabric down, the landscaping fabric, and then put the stones or the rocks on top of it. Not stones, the pavers on top. Well, I'm done for today. As you can see, yesterday I actually went ahead and finished mowing the lawn, except for this section in my garden here. My lawnmower kind of died on me. But right now it's raining. It's actually sleeting, to be honest. Hailing, depending on what you want to call it. And so this is where we're at. So I got this tilled this morning, as you saw. Just wanted to flatten it out a little bit so it can just start growing grass back. And then I'll focus on my garden.